everyone, it is Grant Tyler with episode 24 of Gym Talk.
Folks, we're here 24.
24. And
what is that in Spanish?
It's 24.
24.
24.
And we have a very popular...
It's not that popular.
Well, I shouldn't say popular. The people who are sponsored by this specific company...
Are huge. Huge. We've got Ladder today.
We're going to be stepping it up, if you will, right? Ladder, stepping it up. This is not only sponsored by, or they're like ambassadors, I guess you could call them.
Yeah.
LeBron James. Yeah, Arnold.
The Arnold.
I don't know any accents for Cindy Crawford. Can tell you that one. And Lindsey Vonn. Just to name a few of the big names.
Yep.
And more recently, and most important, me and Grant.
Yeah.
Right? Am I right?
So actually a little bit of background on this.
Let's hit these people with this background knowledge
This
here.
sucker is freaking expensive.
This thing, well, you get names like Cindy Crawford. How's she going to pay for? Is that the one whose daughter, like, she paid to get into?
No. Cindy Crawford was an old actress that, like, she's still, like, smoking hot.
Wait a second.
She found the fountain of youth. She has the beauty mole.
Isn't she the one who paid for her daughter to get into USC or something? Who was that?
That's the Full House girl. She kind of looks like her.
Okay.
Kind of does. But I'm telling you, like, Cindy Crawford is, like, in her 60s.
She's a dimey dime.
She literally found the fountain of youth.
She looks like she could be in college.
I mean, I wouldn't say that. I would say like 30s, but yeah.
Okay, now she's watching this and she's like, hey, you asshole.
Hey, half her age, that's still pretty good.
Cindy Crawford, hello. Welcome to the show. First off, Lindsey Vonn's more my cup of tea. Dime piece.
Really? Oh, wow. Okay.
Lindsey Vonn, hello.
See, I like more of Alex Morgan.
Okay, I mean, yeah, it's all right.
Alex Morgan.
I mean, if we're naming anybody, I thought we were going to stick with the sponsors here. But I mean,
anyway,
this is not a cheap product. This is the most expensive pre-workout, yeah? You think?
The most expensive pre-workout that I've purchased in a while, yeah.
This is probably gram for gram. There it is. There it is. You guys know, ounce for ounce, particle by particle. Do you think this is the most expensive pre-workout that we've tried on this channel?
Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely.
Because I bought 8 packets of this, right?
And we had to take out a small loan, and that's fine.
They said it was a deal, and it was like $30.
There it is.
I'm like,
we're feeling bougie today.
That's with shipping and everything else. Yeah, this is definitely bouge, but yeah, so it's got 100 milligrams of caffeine in it, so it's pretty low on that side.
So but the caffeine is low. Hit me with the beta alanine.
It's got 3 grams.
3 grams of beta alanine.
Yep.
Folks, we're gonna be itching. Okay, also, we haven't talked about this. Yes, I know I'm 35 this episode. That's fine. Let me know what you guys think. Actually, should I keep the beard? Keep the stash. Should I look like Grant? Should we go undercover as officers? Because that's what it's about to look like.
It has creatine in it. It's got the green tea leaf extract. That's actually the caffeine in it. So
90%. Okay.
Yeah. So that's 100 milligrams. We've got theanine in it too. So I mean, like, this sucker, I will say, like,
5 grams of creatine.
Yeah, I've had this before.
Okay.
And which it is good. It is very foamy.
That's why you just go straight to the dome. And this packet feels pretty full. It's not one of those packets where it feels light. Like, it's not.
And this is a single serving.
This is a stout serving.
This is one serving. So.
What is there flavors? Let the people know.
Well, this is strawberry lemonade. It's not bad.
Honestly, strawberry lemonade is top 3. I like blueberry, blue raspberry, strawberry lemonade, strawberry like a green raspberry.
Apple. I actually like.
I don't really like green apple stuff.
Anyway, he's gonna do that while I'm.
You guys know, it's been a while since we've gone straight to the dome. The last couple have just been like liquids.
Yeah.
So, powder, you know what we have to do. We gotta go. And there's the police. Yeah, hey, LeBron James? Yeah, we're trying it right now. Yep. Is that you, Cindy Crawford? Yeah. I'll pick you up.
What's up, babe?
Yeah, babe. I'll be there at 8. I'll pick you. Hey, I'm filming. Yeah. What are you wearing? Okay, sorry, guys. Start. All right. I'll let you go. Bye. Sorry, that was Cindy. No big deal. We're going to Chipotle after this.
Oh.
That's where I'm taking her.
She's in Springfield.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Well, that's where I'm at.
With your yoga mat.
Yeah, and I mean, I got classes and stuff like this, so I just can't make my way out there all the time.
She's huge into like, the yoga game, into
she's a
Zen.
She is as the kids call it nowadays, a yogi.
Yeah, she totally is a yogi.
A very interesting thing, actually, I heard recently that yoga is becoming not what yoga is meant to be. So what I mean by that is yoga at its core is disconnected from everyone. You want to disconnect. You don't want nothing going on. You want to be completely zen. You want to be like, it's a mindset like that helps you immensely, but now it's becoming so popularized and put in the mainstream that people feel like they need to, like, it's just not becoming what it is. You know what I mean? Like, if that makes sense, like, it's becoming too mainstream.
Yeah. People are showing off that they are becoming zen, and it's like...
And that's not the point of what yoga is.
That's completely opposite.
That's opposite of what yoga is supposed to do. And they're like...
But
I listened to that on a podcast recently. I was like, that's a very interesting insight.
But that's with a lot of things, right?
That is. And with anything that... I feel like anything that enough people do is just eventually going to become popularized, and it's gonna be put in the mainstream, and it's gonna lose whatever its value is. Just like,
I mean, look at, okay, here we go. Here's a weird example. While he takes it to the dome for the audio listeners out there, one weird example is that ultimate Frisbee. How's it feeling so far? Keep on going. Come on, you got it. Like the Nalgene knockoff. But anyway, here you go. You got it. Get it? There you go. Good. Ultimate Frisbee was, for the longest time, a college sport, right?
Yep.
It was something that, like,
it was almost like an intramural sport.
Yeah. Even I did it, right? Yep. I did it for a team. And it's gotten to the point where it's starting to get to the point where, like, there are pro teams that are out there. There are semi-pros. There are teams that are getting live streams and all that other stuff. But
people getting sponsored, like, it's exactly, people are making a career out of it.
But that's because of the connection between everything, right?
Sure. And see, like, that in that instance, I feel like for like a sport like that, like, that's good because, like, it's getting. Like, I never knew about Ultimate Frisbee until I saw a YouTube video with Brody Smith.
Oh, yeah,
Brody. Know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like, a huge, like, he does trick shots with it.
He's
like,
insane.
Bro, like, and that made that cool. Like, I thought that was badass.
So I mean, I did Ultimate Frisbee because of the fact that somebody else that I know did Ultimate Frisbee in college, and he was like, you got to try it. And I'm like, okay, well, fine, I'll try it.
Cardio for days.
Well, here's the thing, too. I was a wrestler and football player.
Just the complete opposite spectrum.
Complete opposite.
It literally is a 180.
But what was really interesting is that with the sprint, I was one of the fastest.
Oh, yeah?
So it was kind of like, give and take, right? Because they would sub me in whenever they were like, all right, we got to make this sprint, right?
Yep.
We got to make this bolt.
Sure.
So, but yeah, I mean, like, it is very interesting. I wanted to talk about...
hit it, baby. Hit it. Well, also, real quick, before we dive in...
Oh, yeah, how's the taste?
Oh, dude, that taste... I thought it was going to be horrible, like, because that is a lot of powder, and I thought it was going to be super tart, right? Like other pre-workouts. It is a little tart. It's not as tart as I thought. Like, when I drank that straight to the dome, usually, dude, I start to cry. Yeah. Because it's so tart, but that was not bad. Yeah,
I mean, it's a very well done.
It is, and I mean, I tell you what, if somebody's going to get behind it that has, I'm sure, combined, like, what, like, probably...
I mean, you're probably talking about 30 million.
Oh, I bet more than that, you think? LeBron James, I feel like, has that. Don't you think?
Well, okay. Let's actually say...
Let's actually guess, because I have to get on Instagram anyway during this, because I put out a question right before this to see if there's anyone else us to touch on anything, too. But let's take a guess between...
Well, Cindy Crawford's probably sitting at, like, 3 or 6. Vaughn's probably sitting at, like, 6. And then you've got Arnold, he's probably the bigger. Well, actually, no. I don't.
LeBron James. Let's just say LeBron James. Let's get one male, one female.
I'm going to guess overall.
Overall, between the four.
I'm going to guess 185. 185 million.
That's a very good guess. I'm gonna say 220.
220.
I'm gonna look it up while we talk. But what do you want to hit on?
All right, I want to hit on something that's actually really interesting. So
Let's do it.
It actually hit in my spectrum.
Okay.
There is,
and we do have a question too on Instagram.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
follow me, Nielsen Tyler _
We'll get to that in just a little bit.
Yep, we will. But go for it.
And which, by the way, if you guys want any questions to be answered on air, please put them down below.
Go ahead.
We would definitely shout you guys out. Everything
I love
else.
it.
Yeah. We
want that.
We really want that. So we can actually have like a conversation here. So do you know who Bella Delphine is?
Why does that sound so familiar?
You know why that sounds familiar?
Bella Delphine.
Yeah, Bella Delphine.
That really sounds familiar.
Well, she's a gamer girl. Do you know what a gamer girl is?
Oh, for sure. I mean, are we talking to the extent of furry action? Are we going furry mode?
No. Gamer girl. And,
that sounds
and
really
for those
familiar.
of you guys don't know, yeah, I'll tell you just a bit.
Okay.
Gamer girl is this type of genre, I guess you could say, or this little subject in between Twitch and also YouTube, right?
Okay.
So gamer girls have been really popular because of the fact that on Twitch, people were going on there to really just even talk to dudes, and like there are lonely dudes out there watching Twitch, and they would pretty much give these girls money in order for them to either do things and or just watch them.
It's modern day prostitution at its finest.
I mean, it really is.
I mean, let's just call a spade. Let's call a spade a spade.
Yeah,
it is legal prostitution.
I mean, they don't have sex on air.
No, but I mean, you guys know what we're saying. It is.
But on top of that, they typically will have a Patreon, and if you specifically spend each dollar amount per month, you're going to get special features.
Here's thanks for all my Prime members, and I'm going private. If you're a part of the $19.95 a month club, then I will
Exactly. I'll send you a code.
Also, first off, get that money, get that bread, do whatever you got to do to make those bags.
I mean, they are doing that, but
and they're doing it.
Bella Delphine is popular because of the fact that she did a specific face. It's also known as a quote-unquote, which is
duck face.
No, it's a little bit more inappropriate, but it's also kind of known as
the lockjaw, the gooseneck
in hentai.
I mean, I couldn't tell you.
And so it's
hentai is just Japanese porn, yeah.
Yeah, it's
right?
Well, animated, but
okay.
but it's literally like that. No, cross your eyes. You have to cross your eyes.
Eye cross.
Cross your eyes up
and look up.
Look up, and then also put your tongue.
I mean, we're gonna get a little bit graphic here, but it's kind of like giving a little BJ action. And if I'm towing a line, that's what it is.
That's what it is, really. And so
it's like, hi, welcome inside.
But anyway, recently, she actually sold, in which this is the thing that really kind of
it grinds your gears.
No, there are two sides to it, because one, it's actually a satire, right? She's actually joking in regards to this.
Okay.
But two, I can't believe people actually bought this. She sold her used bathwater.
Change it
for $30 a bottle.
I mean,
anyway, it was super controversial because of the fact that apparently a microbiologist did a DNA test, and turns out there was no DNA inside of this water, all this other stuff, and this is total BS, and you shouldn't be buying it, and blah, 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 blah. And then on top of that, it's been ruining relationships. It's been doing a lot of crazy things, which
yeah, hey, can you first off, imagine having that conversation, act like you're Shelby, you're Shelby, I'm you,
oh.
What's up? Hey, what's up, babe? Just I drop off my gym bag. Hey, what's going on? My package coming today?
What package?
It's from Amazon. It's not a big deal. Did it come in though? Do you see package?
Yeah.
Where's that at? I need to put that in the fridge real quick. I gotta be honest, babe. There's this girl.
Oh, gross.
I'm on her Patreon, and basically, long story short, she sat in a puddle of water, and I have part of that water that she sat in. How do you feel about that? Is that okay?
No.
I mean, what are you thinking? What?
But she's selling it.
Do people drink that?
No, they did not drink it. She actually even said specifically, this is not for drinkable use, all this other stuff. This is actually a joke, yada yada. So I mean, it was a completely fake thing. But
okay.
But I'm just saying that I can't believe people bought that. That's really...
That's fucked. I'll just say this, that's fucked. That is messed up, bro.
But anyway, yeah, so that just recently happened, and...
like I said, get that bag, get that money, do what you got to do, but at the same time, change it.
If you go to her Instagram page, she is like...
I mean, let's look her up. I can't even...
It's Bell...
Also, hey, real quick, while we're doing this right now, the total count, I've looked up 2 people. Arnold Schwarzenegger, or LeBron James, 50 million.
Okay.
Lindsey Vonn,
160? What is it?
Once we get in here...
What does it say?
You'll see.
I can't see it.
Oh, no, the people see, and then... 964. She's private. Doesn't want anyone following her.
There's no way.
Bro, Olympic skier living life to the fullest. If you pick yourself up, Under Armour, like there's a link for Under Armour Women's Lindsey Vonn. This is her, dude. She's private though.
No. Check out. No.
Bro, I swear to God, look at this.
No way.
Yeah, bro. Lindsey Vonn.
Go to Arnold. No, go to the Rocks.
Yeah, and then go to like his following.
No. Go to the Rocks in which he posted about her because since she's a part of the Under Armour group. I don't think that's her.
You don't think so?
No.
I mean, it shouldn't be. I spelled Dwayne.
Well, I mean, just look up The Rock and it'll pop up. Yeah. I mean, he's what? He's actually beating everybody. He's at 150, 160 mil.
Is he?
I think so.
Jesus.
How is it not popping up? There it is.
There it is. 150 million, basically. 149.
Ha! Look, there should be a video in regards to her. But anyway,
while I look for that,
yeah,
dude, that is whack. Oh, dude, I can't even imagine. Like, if I had that conversation, like, if there was like a guy gamer and my girlfriend bought water that he sat in, I mean, I don't even know what my reaction would be.
I mean, honestly, if you stop to think about it, she made it as a joke, and I mean, more props to her.
Oh, it was a complete joke.
Yeah, it was a complete. She even said it was a complete joke and everything else.
Okay.
Like
okay, here we go. Lindsey Vonn.
There you go. 1.9.
Right?
Yep. There you go.
Yeah. Okay.
There you go. See.
1.9 mil. I mean, maybe she probably has a private one too.
Well, somebody probably actually like.
Well, this says text me at this number. What? Olympic. I mean, I guess this is her. It is.
She must be like texting of like a foundation of some sort.
I'm sure, yeah. Lindsey Vonn, okay.
I mean 1.9.
So
like
we'll go to 2. We'll go to 2 mil. We'll go to 2 mil.
Okay, 2 mil.
Is that her, you think?
Yes.
Okay, it has to be. All right, so we're at 2 mil there.
Has to
be. All right. Now we're chilling.
Oh boy, but
Arnold Schwarzenegger, what do you think he has?
He's definitely in the hundreds.
You think so?
I would guess 120.
Dude, I don't think he's that big.
You don't think so? If not 25 mil, then
I bet
since like this one there's like a 2 in his. Which, by the way, his profile photo is amazing. Have you seen that video?
I don't even know what he. I've seen it. Yeah.
He recently did
17.4. Yeah.
17.4. Yeah. He recently did a video in regards to like electric energy and
I did see that actually. Some people.
Yeah, and so like it was like I'm going to go undercover, you know, and it was actually they're actually paid actors because one of the guys is actually from BuzzFeed. I was like, yeah, I saw him. I'm like, you're from BuzzFeed.
Yep.
This is paid. There's no way, right? But anyway, gosh, my favorite line is that he is a gasoline merchant or gasoline sales carsman at an electric car company, and so someone's like, man, you know, is there a tax credit into having an electric car? And he says, do you want to have a tax credit or do you want street credit? That's the best line in that whole thing. I loved it so much. It's so good.
There she is, dime piece, Cindy Crawford.
Where's she sitting?
4.1 milli. So right now we have.
So that would be like
you said
6 for Vaughn and also Sydney.
So we have LeBron James at 50 mil, Lindsey Vonn 2 mil, Arnold Schwarzenegger 17.4, and then Cindy Crawford 4.1. So we're sitting about.
Like
let's
70.
take that to 20. Yeah, about 70. Let's just say 73 milli. Not as much power as I thought.
Yeah,
but if you, in retrospect, like 70.3 minutes, like Jesus.
But then they not only did that on Instagram, they also promoted it on Twitter, on their Facebook. They did a whole huge campaign for it.
Oh, I'm sure they've already made their money back.
Yeah, so
yeah.
actually the first customers that were pre-ordering,
They're
Arnold,
teammates.
Arnold actually called like the first like 25.
Oh, really?
Yeah, personally. It was like, I just want to thank you for buying Nada.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool though. But anyway,
oh, I forgot to check. Yeah, well, you got a question on Instagram.
got a question here.
We got a question. All right, so I put out on my Instagram.
Which, by the way, so far, how are you feeling?
Bro, I'm feeling good, man. Just a slight tingle. I can feel just a little bit. I can feel it coming in.
Yep.
All right, so we got a question from my boy Tyler Nelson. It's not me. I swear it's Tyler Nelson.
Okay.
Nelson.
Okay.
Both have red hair.
Yeah.
Both like to rock climb. I mean, are we twins?
Possibly.
Nancy, keep it taut. All right, he says, how to achieve shred and muscle, stamina / endurance. Okay, so basically he's saying, how do you achieve muscle, stamina, endurance, and the shreds, basically? How do you do that? How do you get lean and get your endurance up? I'm guessing what he's saying.
I mean, the first thing I would say is to honestly
don't eat the ice cream from that girl's walking right in front of me with, and I want that vanilla cone right now in my body.
Is to do some sort of strength training with a combination of cardio, right?
Sure.
So say for instance you do cardio in the morning and the afternoon, or cardio in the morning and at night, and then you also do some sort of weight training of like strength training.
Sure.
During the day.
Yeah, some type of resistance training for sure. The way that
I would not do negative training.
Like, are you talking about? What do you mean?
Like controlling, doing a lot of things like that. It's going to be a lot of
like eccentric movements. Yeah. I would focus way more on like a HIIT type style workout regimen.
Prowler would be really cool.
Yeah, absolutely. And then as far as shreds goes, I mean, if you want to lose body fat, it's as easy as just being in a calorie deficit. That's it. Like you can do any type of HIIT workout. You can work out 8 hours a day, but if you're taking in more calories than you're burning, then you are never going to lose weight, and that's just an absolute fact.
On top of that, you're going to have to eat healthy straight up.
Sure.
That's total.
Yeah, and that's when you get into like, well, a calorie is a calorie. Sure, a calorie is a calorie, but what is like the macronutrients in that? Like, that changes completely. Like, I could have 100 calories of chicken, or I could have 100 calories of candy. Yeah. Like, I'm gonna get, like, look at the difference in protein ratio. Look at the difference in like. That's where it gets dicey. That's what people don't get. But a calorie just is a form of measurement. That's all it is, really.
To give you an example, somebody at my work, I noticed that he does a lot of CrossFit and everything else.
Sure. And you know this because he talks about it constantly, because that's what people in CrossFit do.
Yeah. And so anyway, he comes in, and the guy's pretty built. Not like crazy, but I mean,
he's no Tyler Nielsen, but that's fine.
He's got a little bit more like a love handles, a little bit more on that side, and
sure.
So right after his workout, which is typically like during the middle of the day, which honestly, personally, I do not like. Rather do it in the morning or closer to the end of the afternoon.
I agree.
Right?
Yeah, I agree.
The beginning of the middle of the day, it's like after you get super exhausted, you're pretty much done.
KO'd.
Yeah, you're KO'd, right?
I that's just my thing. I wouldn't like to do it. Plus, if I'm in the rhythm of, I guess I can't speak because I don't have like a 9 to 5. Like, yeah, like I don't have like a
lot of people do it there.
You know what I'm saying?
Personally, it doesn't. I just can't do it because it's like I'm on a specific time frame. I have a meeting at 1 o'clock. I still have to eat, and which I'm here at 11:15, and I have to get all this stuff done.
I agree.
I'm like, I do not want to reduce my whole rhythm. But anyway, still has love handles. Every single day goes to the grill and gets like a cheeseburger and tater tots right after his workout. And I'm just saying to myself, I'm like,
don't get those fats directly after, man.
Yeah, seriously, it's like you're literally getting all of the fats in, and which you're
just lean it up with just a pinch, man. It'll make all the difference. It'll make all the difference.
He's really explosive in his training and everything else like that, but he's not as shredded. So that's why I'm saying it's like if you just up the nutrients and getting spinach, carrots, get a little bit more rainbow in your diet.
Sure, just eat a little bit more clean, and that's how you're gonna get the shreds, right?
Yes.
So as long as you're in a calorie deficit, you're gonna lean out. That's how you'll do that.
Honestly, 70% of training and especially getting into
For sure, man.
this will be coming from your diet.
Absolutely, and that's very accurate, very true. And as far as endurance goes, like it's just you're going to want to train at like a higher rep range. You're not going to want to train like a power lifter, for example. Like you're not going to want to have 10-minute rest periods and go do like a bench press of like 5 sets of 3 with 10 minutes of rest. You know what I'm saying?
I honestly think the type of training we're doing with Dorian and that hit style of instead of going for the volume, but you set to hit like 5x5,
Sure.
and you have crazy heavy weight.
Yep.
I think that right there, that is a perfect example on how to really get the explosiveness and muscle endurance.
Sure. And even like speaking, like just because I know the guy who asked that question, like he loves rock climbing, and like sometimes in rock climbing, like you have to hit explosive movements once you're 30 feet up the wall, right? Like you're gonna have to dyno, you're gonna have to make a huge jump. So like you want that explosiveness, you want that power. So having that 5x5 with short rest periods, moving some heavy weight, that's a great way to do it. And I love that dog.
There's a dog that just walked by. Very cute dog.
I want that dog. Also, I will own a wiener dog.
Not on a leash at all.
I'll do it. I'm gonna own a wiener dog, and you guys heard it here first. Is that his dog? You think?
Yeah, it totally is. He's just walking around, just chilling.
Chill like a villain.
All right. Well,
I like it, man.
yeah. But anyway, so we're going to. What are we gonna hit today?
I was just gonna ask you, man. What are we hitting? We don't know actually. We did not discuss it prior. What are we feeling?
I'm thinking quads.
I'm thinking quads.
All
right, we can do it.
Thinking quads, and yeah, I've been needing a really mean leg day because of, honestly, it's like I've been having some hip problems.
Okay.
And which I have no idea why. I think it's honestly a combination of me with work, and then also my couch is not really the greatest, to be honest. So it's been affecting me a little bit.
Sure.
And so it's been affecting also my mindset, but today it's feeling really good. So that's why I was like, all right, I have to hit them because of, one, I feel like they're very
feeling
tiny.
good. And you know what? And I tell you what.
Yeah, I feel like they're tiny, and I feel like I just
your
need to
quads?
Yeah, I feel like I need to get some blood into it.
I'll tell you what, man. I will say this. We're going to hit a leg workout, but if at any point they start to get a little tight, a little taut, they're not feeling good, it's all right. We'll switch it up, and we'll hit a little...
Well, I was thinking about biceps and quads.
You know what? If that's not the best combination you've heard, folks, I don't know what is.
So there
Let's
you
do
go.
a little bicep and quad action. That's what we're doing.
Alrighty, so we will be back for the post show.
Yes.
Tune in at 4 p.m. That's
4
actually
p.m.
whenever I do it. 4 p.m. CT.
4 p.m. CTE.
Yeah. Well, CT.
CTE is a disease of the brain.
Yeah, that's what footballers do. Anyway,
Yeah.
alrighty. See ya.
See ya.